Hey everybody, I am back. I want to apologize for being gone. Trust me, I want to be posting all the time. You just can't. But I missed you. It's good to know that you're out there. Those of you whom I consider friends, those who suffer with me in this world that applauds excuse makers and crybabies. I think this episode will just be a really fast, what are the hottest topics things that I haven't discussed. The too small thing that Pat Bev did deserves its own video. I know I'm late to the game on that one, but I've got to do an episode on that anyway. I'll just put the link up here somewhere. My God, LeBron's pathetic return. Holy crap. I need to break that whole game down and post that for you guys. Some shout outs. I want to thank those of you who made suggestions for me to do things like add the super thanks and whatnot. I'm not sure anyone's actually used that, but it's there. I can't monetize any of these videos because of their content. So, whatever anyone gives, it's not necessary, but it sure helps motivate me, makes me feel better since this is completely voluntary. One of the last videos I did was the one where Skip and Shannon were ripping on other players for doing exactly what LeBron does. In fact, pretty much describing LeBron to a T. Now, what's significant about that is that it took me like no time at all to come up with those clips of LeBron just acting like a jackass and being a terrible defender and a terrible shooter. I mean, maybe I tapped into a few games from the first part of this season. I mean, I didn't even have to like change seasons, I don't think. It's crazy how much ammo I have to rip apart someone that people are still somehow defending. And the mentality of LeBron fans is just astonishing. It frightens me. It frightens me how in denial people can be. But hey, look at our planet. Oh, I know. I know. Uh, remember the whole performance enhancing drugs thing? And I said it's not going to matter. And here's the question I have. I have searched for any of these talk shows, these basically drama shows, these reality TV shows that we call sports commentary and sports analysis. And those guys will talk about anything. You've got like 30 talk shows airing every day of the week. So they will talk about what someone's grandma in the NBA tweeted, but nobody picked up that story. If I'm wrong, show me the link. Other people talked about it, but no like actual analysts associated with the NBA that I saw. I scoured the Skip and Shannon channel. They just pretended it didn't happen. Like they didn't even want to like call it foolish or address it. It's just like it didn't happen. And yet they will talk about anything anyone says to each other while they're passing each other in a restaurant. But LeBron James, performance enhancing drugs? Nope, not a fucking peep. I mean, it's already forgotten. This just in, a new study links performance enhancing drugs to perpetually cold hands. But the fact that it's forgotten isn't surprising. The number of dumb LeBron things that happen, it's hard to keep up with. It's like trying to keep up with school shootings in the United States. It's like you can't even finish mourning the previous one before the next one happens. But yes, I put LeBron James and what he's done to the NBA on the level of school shootings. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you guys. This is actually good news for those of you who want to watch actual men play basketball and play by basketball rules. I saw that the NBA app is showing the 1990s finals, like all of them. You can go and watch the entire games, and all you need is an NBA ID. You don't have to subscribe or anything. And this isn't a pitch. I'm not sponsored. I just wanted to share that exciting news. So if you have the NBA app, you can watch it in there. I'm watching all of it. I'm watching all of it. I'm going to watch that instead of these crybaby divas this year. I wanted to address this take by first things first. The Lakers can't rely on Anthony Davis. LeBron needs to return. Oh my God, shut the fuck up. You can rely on AD more than LeBron. I've seen a whole lot of posts going out about what Shannon Sharp trying to claim that nobody feared MJ. Everybody fears LeBron. Draymond Green talking about fearing LeBron. Draymond needs to work on his game and help his team and spend less time sucking LeBron's dick and less time on his shitty ass podcast. We got Mario Chalmers saying that nobody feared Braun. Now Skip is pretending that LeBron is as feared as ever. Well, how feared is that, Skip? Zero? Because that's how feared he is. The only fear that comes with LeBron is how badly the refs are going to fuck you. The fear thing really belongs in the too small video that I'm doing, because clearly nobody's afraid of LeBron James. You know, you can't get away with that type of shit if you're afraid of LeBron James. Oh, I know. We got all this controversy and this tight battle of who the MVPs are going to be. And what do the MVPs do? They sit out. They sit out. They fucking sit out in the middle of a tight race to get your team into a certain standing in the playoffs, and the middle of a tight battle to be the MVP. What you gonna do? You're gonna sit out. I'm gonna fucking sit out. You know, I've been reading all these old books. I just finished Blood in the Garden. Now I'm reading Charles Oakley's book, and these guys played back to back to backs and did not sit out. They did not load management. I can't wait to share some of these quotes from Oakley with you guys. You're gonna love it. But there's no need for load management today. They almost never play it back to back. There's always at least one game in between games. Sometimes there's 2 to 3 days in between games for these guys. Why would anyone need to take another fucking game off? Load management is built into the schedule now. There's no need for additional load management. And you see the defense of today's game, they're load managing on the court. I've got 500,000 stupid LeBron fan quotes that I'd like to analyze. I think that's going to deserve its own video. We've got LeBron. LeBron's pathological lying resurfacing with his torn tendon and the LeBron James feet. Man, that dude, only with an ego of that size can you think that you can say things like that. Well, obviously his fans are so fucking dumb that you can get away with saying shit like that. I've got to harp on the injury thing a little bit more because it's been bugging me all season. I've got to ask you, what team trainer would allow a star player or any player who hurts his foot every other week to keep coming back until you figured out exactly what was wrong? That guy would be fired. If you were accused of causing LeBron James or allowing LeBron James to re-aggravate injuries, you would not have a job. That's one of the many clear indicators that this is just LeBron deciding when he wants to play or not, or all those people would have lost their fucking jobs. You know, the whole I'm deciding against surgery because of my commitment to the team thing is, I mean, the things that come out of this guy's mouth is only equaled by his moronic fans that sit there eagerly waiting to, we'll eat any bullshit you send our way. Please shit all over us. Interesting side note, weakening tendons is a side effect of performance enhancing drugs. No shit, I looked it up. Now, again, it's all hearsay. It's all just speculation, but it is pretty interesting that that is one of the leading side effects of performance enhancing drugs. And LeBron James has declared that it was a torn tendon. I've got to ask you guys, how, when it's a star NBA player and you've got just all of these leeches trying to get any story that they can, that no one from the Lakers organization, the coach, the trainers, the doctors, LeBron himself, LeBron's agent, the coach, how come nobody was able to ever tell us what the injury was the entire time until he came back and we had to hear out of his mouth what it was? And there's no one's seen the actual medical report. No one's seen one all season. No one's ever been able to determine what is wrong with LeBron. We've only had to go by what LeBron says is happening. which is ridiculous. This isn't faith-based science. This is the world where you have all the science and all the doctors at your fingertips and media galore. There's no fucking way in hell that if these were real injuries, or at least the type of injuries he's claiming them to be, that we wouldn't know or it wouldn't get leaked. It's fucking horseshit. Why did you decide against surgery? Because I went to the LeBron James of feet and he told me I shouldn't. What the fuck is wrong with this guy's brain? I mean, there's conceitedness, and then there's just I don't live in the real world at all anymore. The fucking things he says, like the maybe it's me when Kyrie chose not to go to the Lakers. Yes, dipshit, it's you. It's clearly you. How can you have any question in your mind? When someone says, maybe it's me, that means that they don't actually think it's them. Otherwise, they wouldn't say something like that. That's just another boo hoo hoo. I can't believe this is happening to me. Maybe it's my fault, when they're really saying it's the rest of the Lakers management's fault. Oh my God, this guy's fucking twisted. What country is the what country is the LeBron James of feet based in? I don't know. I have no idea. Well, nothing weird about that. Let's just move on. Take LeBron at his word. You know what else I've been seeing a lot of is these claims that LeBron James and Anthony Davis have a great relationship. Is this the mess cleanup crew coming through trying to cover things up? Because everything that I see indicates Anthony Davis does not like LeBron James. So what does the media do? They come in, oh, quick, let's do some stories about how tight they are. Look, I don't even care. Anthony Davis has to, for his job, officially not say anything mean about LeBron James, but you can tell that motherfucker just wants LeBron James to stay the fuck away from him. Oh, I don't know how much time I want to spend on this one, but pretending that LeBron should be on the hardest to guard list. In what way is he hard to guard? People don't even bother guarding him anymore. He doesn't get double teamed, and the only move he has is to commit an offensive foul, which means the only move he has is the refereeing. The refereeing will go with him, or they'll play it by the rules. They usually call it in his favor, and if they don't, he throws a tantrum and doesn't get a T called. LeBron is not hard to guard. Adam Silver and the refs are difficult to guard, but as far as basketball moves themselves go, LeBron has none that are hard to guard. And then I came across some content that said that Anthony Davis having 8 attempts was unacceptable. Well, why in the fuck do you think Anthony Davis suddenly only had 8 attempts? Can you put the pieces together? Do you see anything that changed in the Lakers lineup that was significant and in the news that you might be able to connect the dots on? LeBron is bad for teams. He's really bad for the Lakers. Holy shit. The poor Lakers. I feel bad for Laker Nation. Oh my God. You can't even be a fan of your own team. I mean, the bullshit surrounding making LeBron appear to be something that he isn't has just crippled any semblance of pride surrounding the Lakers fan base. If you're a LeBron fan, you're not a Laker fan. Let me tell you that. So I'm not talking to you fucking idiots, you fickle pieces of shit. Okay, let me do my sign off. Just in case I am too fucked up to do it later. Let's record it now. Appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. I'll crank out some more stuff over the next couple of days.